Welcome, everyone. We are talking about relationships, dating. That's our word for today. And health. Well, how can relationships and dating be related to health, you might say? Because whenever we're in love, our eyes dilate, our heart pumps up. We are getting into a stress response, and we are going to look at dating because that's when it all starts, when you get attracted to someone and your eyes open up, dilate, and your heart palpitates. The heart pumps more than normal, and you are in expectation. You're expecting some good response from who you are dating, and he's expecting, or she is expecting, a positive response from you too. So both of you are in an expectation mode. And what is really happening when your eyes dilate and your hands become cold and your heart pumps more is that it mimics fear, as in the fight and flight response with the adrenaline from the chemicals being secreted in the body. It's called a chemical stress response. So our environment can also create that stress response within us. If there is danger in the environment, we also experience that. It is very interesting that even in a positive emotion, which we call love, there are physical symptoms of stress response, which is the dilated eyes, the heart palpitations, cold hands and feet. We even say, I have cold hands and feet, And yet we like to have that. We like to be in love, you see. And our guest for today is Leon. Let's see if he can get in. So as I'm saying, let me look at my experiences. I was very young then, in the elementary grades, and I usually participate in school dances. I'm one of the dancers, and I enjoy dancing. But I have a dancing partner, and whenever the teacher will select a partner, start selecting a partner for me, I would hope that he would be the one that I would dance with. And my hands will grow cold, my eyes dilate, my heart will palpitate, you see. So today we are going to redefine the word dating. First define, then redefine, so that we can really understand what it is, so that we will not cause additional stress for the body, because the body is always balancing itself out in terms of getting the body into a point of balance or homeostasis. Because there, at that point, it's not using a lot of energy. Then it can use the energy we get from food to get the body functioning in an optimal way, so that we can live longer and happier, you see. Although our concept of happiness will then, we can also redefine that to get to a point of balance, so that then happiness will not cause a seesaw effect, where when you don't see the guy, or in my example, if someone else is being given to me to be a partner, my happiness would fall and I would be sad. You see, I would resist the idea. And from a positive fear response, I will have a positive fear response, meaning expecting a happy event to come into fruition, and the other one is expecting a negative event to happen if he will not be my dancing partner, you see. And we will look at how we can stabilize and help the body deal with this, and is there a way we can be stable and live life and love, and in the real sense of the word, where dating becomes a really enjoyable process without the body getting into a stress response. Okay. So, are you ready, Leon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't seen you come in.
You haven't invited me yet.
Oh, no, I'm in a blob.
Yeah, I'm here. It says waiting for host.
Really? I did not see any. Oh, hang on. Let me just maybe remove this. Waiting for host. No, I did not see any. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
We are going to talk about health, relationships, and dating. And with us today is Mr. Leon Perry. Leon?
Hi.
Dating is usually something that we look forward to, because especially the first date with someone, when we are getting to know each other. And what happens there is, number one, we expect the other person to be or to meet our requirements. Number two, we are fearful that we will not meet their expectation. So we have to look at the mechanism where what really happens is where we are expecting the other person to live up to what we think he is, rather than to be there and see who we are and see the other person as who he really is or she really is. So, Dion, let's look at the meaning of dating.
Okay.
So, if you look at the dictionary, it says a person with whom one has a romantic date. And if you, or an event, it's actually an event where you meet someone
Mhm.
where there's a romantic connotation to it. So when let me start first and tell everyone, when I was in the elementary grades, it's like sort of a date with the guy that I usually partner to dance in front of my schoolmates. And whenever we were rehearsing, it was sort of a date for me. And so I am expecting the teacher to assign the same guy to me every time they ask me to dance in that school event. My eyes would dilate, my hands would go, my heart would palpitate. And this is the fear response. This is fight and flight response. And then if the teacher will not assign the same guy to me, I will become sad and will have a sort of anxiety, which is also a stress response in the eliciting stress response in the body. So, is loving really like this? Let us first ask Sir Bear to look at what dating is for him and his experience of it. Leo?
Dating for me, basically, I've done.
When you were younger, like
When I was younger.
During your.
When I was younger, I didn't think much about that. It only started when I was, I guess, in my young adulthood years. I wanted to date, and just to experience it. Dating with me was just going out and getting to know somebody.
No stress response.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
It's something like an expectation and thoughts coming in.
Not really. I mean, because I was the theoretical, I guess a theoretical desire, but it wasn't very prominent for me. It was just more like, okay, dating this person, and let's get to know her. You know, that's basically all it was.
Okay, and so the experience that I had was very different from yours.
Really?
Huh?
What was yours?
Mine was I get into fear, like fight and flight my body
Mm-hmm.
usually gets into a fight and flight response, meaning my eyes will dilate whenever I see the guy. Like, oh my God, he is there, he's gonna dance with me. He's my partner. That for me was like dating and being with this guy in that moment, in that event, where I associated a romantic kind of encounter with. Just touching the hand of the guy would make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I must have connected it to some desire to be with someone who was my partner in that dance. So how can we look at this? Because normally there were dates that I was not really doing that. I had a version for it. Like I remember this guy who was an abnormality. I think he's limping or something, and I was ready to go. So you can see the clarification in this. Like, do you have any reaction? Like, do you see a woman that you can identify as someone that you really like, and then
what was that?
Like someone who you want to be with, and so your smile is different, and then you see someone who you don't really like, and you're kind of down, and you want to get out of there as quickly as you can. I mean,
it was like that for me in the past.
What changed?
What changed? Well, basically just questioning the whole concept of dating, the whole concept of relationships, stuff like that. And then getting to know other people, social platforms that have the same kind of, thoughts about dating and stuff like that. So just getting more of an awareness on a broader spectrum of dating and relationships and stuff like that.
What does that mean, broader perspective? What's broader?
Broader spectrum of how a relationship can exist, in multifaceted ways. Like, for example, the romantic relationship.
Okay.
And they got the queer platonic relationships. You got polyamory and all this,
For me, it's really the same thing, because there's an expectation there. You have an idea of what it should be, and you're also looking at whether your expectation will be matched.
What kind of expectation?
Your definition of what polyamory is, or whatever it is that you're getting into, what kind of relationship it is. Monoamory or polyamory, it does not matter. It's just like one person you will have this kind of response, another person you will have this kind of response. And it's really who we are, and that we bring to any relationship that we get into. So the other person will be compared to us, even one or two of them. In monoamory, for example, let's say that word exists, right? One person, mono, or heterosexual dating, which is the normal dating that we know. there's expectation. Always you will have beliefs, ideas about that person, about what you're getting into, which is a relationship. And you're hoping that you will be more in being with this person, you see. And for me, with polyamory, for example, I saw two guys. Well, I would just see the other guy maybe more than the other guy. So I will compare both of them, and then I will compare both of them to myself. So it's really not very stable for me, because either way, if I get into relationships later on with any of them, either in a mono or heterosexual relationship or a polyamory kind of thing, it will always be comparison and judgments and the chance for really knowing this person is very slight, because I will be reactive. If I am not stable within, so I would say that the stability here for me is that I am stable and I know that what I'm doing will lead to all of us being benefited by this meeting in a way. Get to know about ourselves by meeting each other, because it's the platform of relationship, self-relationship. It's the platform of relationship with others. And for me, one or two or three people I'm dating, I will have three mirrors if there's three of them. But for me to think that I will augment my experience of happiness by having three of them, or even sadness, or whatever experience I will have, I mean, that is not very realistic, because really, I am not really, I'm still that is, it's only my thoughts and my ideas and my beliefs about those two people that will change. And also my idea of myself when I'm with others, one, two, or three, will change, you see, depending on their expectation about me. So it is not me as the being meeting another being, but rather it's mostly me as the mind, as the idea of what I will get from it. So, what about you?
Well, you mentioned something about jealousy, stuff like that. Well, basically, any kind of internal sensation or experience that arises is a moment as an opportunity to really to understand who you are within that particular specific experience in that moment, and it's actually an opportunity to really direct that particular point, which is what I saw within, polyamory, for instance, that, there is, well, there could be, a lot more jealousy, which could be a lot more prominent because of having multiple partners, which is actually an opportunity to really understand oneself in relation to jealousy and all of the words basically that are associated with jealousy.
Yeah, with one person, I can see a lot, and having not having worked that out before I see others, or even if I have worked that out within me, there are other memories in the past that I miss about my patterns of jealousy, that I have not seen, and to get into a position where I would be in a polyamory relationship, to just be able to see this when I can really look, if I have time to look, will not be beneficial for the other person also, because my starting point for getting there is not really stable, because I'm looking for myself and the experiences that I will have, and really with one person mirroring me is a lot of challenges there. What more of two or three? Can you just see how the mind will flag its tail? And it's just like, that if you put your hand um, on a flame, it will get burned. And to be able to realize that there's the mind, and the mind is like a matrix of words, different words really, that gets impulsed whenever you meet people, because they are related to who you are and the people around you when you were young. So I would rather just work with my memories of these people, write them down, look at my points of jealousy, expectations, because relationships are about expectations, jealousy, completion of myself. You see, where did I define myself as inferior or lacking of something that I'm trying to complete? Where did I suppress myself to experience something that I'm trying to experience now, which is really something like an experience of a personality that I created in my mind that is lacking in an experience of something, rather than being here, fully aware of myself, able to express creatively, and meeting everyone. I mean, for me, I'm birthing myself here first before I even get into anything, multiple relationship. I don't know. I might never do that, because see, for me, even creatively expressing from within the point of self, I mean, it is an experience that we need, and that in itself is wholeness. So who else can complete me? No one really. I am so better to be whole, and then look at what these other things are. You see. So that's my take on that. Well, do you have any other words on that?
Any other words?
Yeah, like something that you want to say to open that point up. Oh, or maybe a redefinition of dating that maybe we can.
Well, dating, just for me, just being able to go somewhere with somebody, just get to know them as a person, and just enjoy each other's expressions and presence.
So the definition of, but my question is, why would you have to go somewhere to be able to get to know them when really they are just mirrors of you? Is there a part of you that is lacking in a way, that wants to experience something?
Well, going out, meaning like, go out to eat or something. I mean, it doesn't matter where.
So because dating itself is connected to a romantic experience here in the dictionary. So
I don't see it. I don't really see it as a romantic experience.
and it's connected to love. So that's why we're redefining them, so that we will look at this word with awareness, and we can live it, whereby when we talk to others about it, we are clear about the word. Because for me, relationships, and the way I redefined it before, is to relate to the I as self, looking at another or connecting to another as my other half. In other words, that other person is my mirror, nothing more, nothing less. Now, with regards to dating, then this person would be a person that I'm meeting to be able to talk about what is best for, or what is really beneficial for us, and how we can assess the all that is life. So that would tie up with my campaign on creating heaven on earth. So that to me is like, you know, a meeting to discuss these things, and to direct the point where it's not only us that is being benefited, but all of mankind, and of course animals, plants, and stuff like that. Do you agree in my true definition? Yeah.
I didn't quite.
I just want to take that romantic thing. To me, romance and love. Love is like regarding the all. It's not a feeling; it's an action, rather. So that dating and love is the embracing the all that is life. And so dating would be meeting someone to discuss those, and enjoy that meeting. Yeah. So what do you say to that? I mean, do you agree to that? Do you have something to add to that?
No.
Okay, well, thank you for being here. And I'll invite you again next. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
All right.